going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're going to talk about these holsters from Hidden Hybrid Holsters. Typically I do carry appendix in a Kydex holster from M2 Tactical Solutions, but this style of holster always appealed to me. I know they're very popular, a lot of people like them and find them comfortable. And again, here in 2020, I'm trying to be more open-minded and trying things that I normally wouldn't try. So we are going to talk about a hybrid style holster. Now, before we get into the holster, of course, I have to do my disclosure. Yes, I do work in the firearms industry, and Hidden Hybrid did send me this holster free of charge to review. Neither one of those things will affect this review in any way, shape, or form. I will still tell you all of the pros and cons as honestly as possible. Let me also quickly thank my Patreon supporters, because those guys are fantastic, and also thank the 4 companies that support me with affiliate links. Today I really want to call out USCCA. If you have a firearm for self-defense and concealed carry, I highly recommend you look into a company like USCCA for self-defense training and for self-defense insurance. If you want to learn more, click the link down in the video description, type in your email address, and they will send you all the information you need. So it is actually a day later here. The next section I recorded had some sort of error, so I have to re-record this section. The first thing I wanted to ask was, what do you guys think of hybrid holsters? What is your opinion on them? Are they your jam, or do you just leave them alone? Let me know down in the comments. Hidden Hybrid, besides making this 2-clip option and that really cool t-shirt you saw me wearing, they also make a really nice range bag made by Drago Gear, however you say it. They also make a single clip option holster, which is really good for appendix carry. They also make a few gun belts, outside the waistband holsters, and mag carriers. So again, this style holster is called a hybrid because you have a leather back-end with a Kydex front shell, and the Kydex shell is formed to fit around your specific firearm. This particular one, again, you can wear it inside the waistband if you use this clips, and you can even tuck in a shirt because the way the clips are designed. Hidden Hybrid also puts 2 extra screws here on both sides, so you can adjust the ride height inside the pants, or you can adjust the cant however you want to set it up. The outside the waistband cutouts, now you can leave the clips here, but I don't suggest it. They definitely get in the way a little bit. So typically if you're going to carry outside the waistband with these 2 cutouts, I would recommend you take the clips off. Not 100% mandatory, but that's my suggestion. The Kydex shell itself is available in about 12 different colors, so if you don't like this color, you can get other. The thickness of the Kydex is very good. It's 0.93 thickness, which is thick for Kydex. And then I must say the finishing on all of the edges is very smooth, very polished. It just looks excellent. The leather on this holster is also very thick, which is a good thing, because the last thing you want is for the leather to curl over when you're reholstering and get in that trigger guard. That can be very dangerous. So this holster, this leather is so thick, you're probably not going to have that issue. The stitching all the way around is also extremely nice. I'm just going to say everything on the holster, the fit and finish, the hardware, the Kydex, the leather, the stitching, all of that stuff is extremely nice. One of the best things about the holster, though, is how much space you have in here to get a good grip on the firearm. Other hybrid holsters I've seen, there isn't much space in here or no space in here, and it's very hard to get a grip on that firearm, and that's not going to be an issue with this Hidden Hybrid holster. But the absolute best part out of everything is the back of this holster. Some hybrid holsters have this, some do not. The back is like this suede felt type material, and it just feels so good against your skin. So all of the Hidden Hybrid holsters are made right here in the US of A, which we always approve of. As you can see here, they make quite a few holsters that work with optics. They also make a lot of holsters that work with lights as well. I'm going to say Hybrid Holsters has one of, if not the longest list of compatible firearms. I've never seen a holster company have so many different firearms that they make holsters for. Before we get into the pros and the cons, let's talk about the testing that I did on this holster. Being this was my first hybrid style holster, I wore it pretty much every day for 2 months. I wore it around the house, I wore it inside the waistband, outside the waistband. I wore it a bunch to the range just so I could practice drawing from either 3 or 4 o'clock, because I wore it in both locations. Just trying to be as realistic as possible. The one thing I didn't like about these is wearing them in the car. I find them very uncomfortable. And again, I know lots of people do and they like it, but I find appendix more comfortable than 3 or 4 o'clock sitting in the car. I don't know, just the way it is. After I practiced with this at the range a bunch, drawing from the holster, trying to be more comfortable with it, I compared on a timer what it was like me drawing from appendix, same gun, appendix, to a hybrid holster like this. Again, I have drawn from appendix 10,000 times probably, and I'm much more comfortable and fluent that way. So that's some of the difference in the times, and I'm sure the more I practice drawing from 3, 4 o'clock, the more comfortable I'll get. But I drew 10 times from appendix and 10 times from, I was about between 3, 4 o'clock outside the waistband with a sweatshirt over it. And I was about a half of a second slower on the outside the waistband compared to the appendix. And again, some of that is just the shooter and me being more comfortable, but I was slightly slower for what it's worth. Through all that testing, I'm going to say overall, this is a very, very comfortable holster, especially outside the waistband. Super comfortable. Inside was not bad at all. Please keep in mind that the firearm I had this holster made for is the X5 Legion, and this thing weighs like 82 pounds loaded or something ridiculous. So that does come into play with it as well. I said it earlier, but the fit and finish of this holster is absolutely beautiful. The leather is very, very nice. The Kydex is extremely nice. The stitching is extremely nice. And then that felt material on the back is just extremely soft. As far as cons, I don't really have a con on this particular holster. If I was going to design a hybrid holster, a 2-clip, 2-cutout one, I don't think I would change much at all. Again, sitting in the car isn't great, but the holster itself is very, very nice. Next, I think I'm going to try a hybrid style holster with single clip version that's made for appendix, because I've always carried appendix and I'm so comfortable carrying that way. I think that's what I'm going to try next, and then it will be more apples to apples comparing it to what I'm used to. Anyway, before you guys go, let me first thank Hybrid Holsters for sending me this holster. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I also want to thank Johnny B. If you guys don't know Johnny B, here's a picture of him here somewhere. He is a great YouTuber, one of my favorites. He's the one who connected me with Hidden Hybrid, and that was very, very nice of him to go out of the way and connect me with Hidden Hybrid. Let me also thank you guys for watching, because it is greatly appreciated. If you want to support the channel, the best way to do so is on Patreon. If you are not willing and able to support me on Patreon, that is no big deal. Just keep the likes and the comments coming, because they truly help me out. Now, if you want to know what reviews I am coming out with next, please consider subscribing to the channel and enabling the bell notification. This way, YouTube will hopefully notify you when I come out with a new video. If you want to know what reviews I am working on right now in real time, you can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Parler, MeWe, Rumble. The links to most of them are down in the video description. Mentioned it in the beginning of the video, but I have 4 really great companies who support me with affiliate links: USCCA, Dangerous But Good, Blackout Coffee, that stuff is so good, and USCCA. The link and all the discount code is down in the video description. One more time, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.